followed up by fantastic service that you expect from a company like Van Carpet One.
Come on in and see us.
We can't wait to serve you. And that's a boom shakalaka.
You were there at the beginning. You stood behind me, guiding me through good times and bad, teaching me lessons I wouldn't appreciate until later, preparing me for the day when you couldn't be here. What you've given me, I'll carry wherever I go. And because of your planning, I know I'll go far.
Set your family up for life. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance. Your friends for life.
Farm Bureau Insurance, serving Florida for over 70 years. In Suwannee County, you'll find Farm Bureau in Branford and in Live Oak. In Branford on Drain Street, phone 935-1274. And in Live Oak on Dowling Avenue, call 362-1274. Real service, real people, Farm Bureau Insurance.
And we're back here live on rivercountrysports.com after that national anthem. But tonight is not only against the Branford Youth Night, as we see a tradition carried on by the Buccaneers here. Every year we have the youth sports for Branford Buccaneers lined up, the cheerleaders, along with the Little League Buccaneers.
Yeah, it's always a great time just to allow some of the youth in the community to come out and just to be a part of this great program. You know, one thing I love about over here in Branford, everybody is dressed in orange and blue. So they're all, groomed up for what would ultimately be, to become a Branford Buccaneer, to be here playing on Friday nights. As we watched in the game last night, man, we've got a lot of young talent around here coming up as we look through some of the 6th and 7th graders that got a chance to play. And then up through some of the upcoming 8th and 9th graders.
Right, and you see a lot of excitement out of these kids as they get to stand on the outside of the players as they take the field. But taking the field here tonight is your captains, number 50, Wyatt Derringer, a guy playing on the O-line and the defensive side of the ball at middle linebacker. Be looking for him to make a big hit on one of the Bell Bulldogs tonight. To his right is number 0, Reese Vaught, a guy that we've seen made several large plays last week here at home against Wewa Hitchka. Definitely looking forward to seeing what big plays he can come down and catch with tonight. And on the right of him, we see number 8, Trip Schultz. Trip Schultz here tonight making big plays. I mean, we've seen Trip made, I believe, upwards of 10 tackles, and 9 of them, I believe, were actually in the backfield for a loss of yardage on the play. And as we look for the flip, I believe Branford chooses. Bucks win the toss, and they're going to defer to the second half. So choice that we've seen out of the Bucks tonight, deferring to the second half, hoping to get a quick stop, a quick 3-and-out here tonight as they're going to kick off to the Bell Bulldogs. But who you're going to see kicking off, tell us who you're going to see kicking off here tonight.
Well, so there's some great matchups around our area tonight. We've got the Suwannee Bulldogs head over to Madison to take on the Madison County Cowboys. And then we've also got, as we watch Suwannee and Lafayette have a big game last weekend, Lafayette is playing Hamilton County. So we'll be able to see what those guys are able to do tonight. We've heard a lot of great things from some of those programs. So excited to see some of those matchups as well. We'll try and keep you updated throughout the game on some of the live scores.
As the Bucks are about to take the field right after the Bulldogs just took the field tonight. Cheerleaders all dressed in pink, sported up tonight, looking to cheer on the Bulldogs tonight. And the Buccaneers are taking the field here tonight, ready to go, jumping around. A lot of energy here tonight in Buccaneer Stadium.
Well, I think one thing Branford's looking to do is to get an early start like they did last week. They were able to break free on some of those big plays like what you talked about, Reese Vaught being able to get deep. And our quarterback, Trent Land, able to hit him on the money each and every time. So, I'm anxious to see if they're able to connect with some of those plays tonight to see what type of success they'll have.
Especially looking forward to seeing out of tonight. We were looking forward to seeing if number 2, Ollie James, starting running back for the Buccaneers, was going to make an appearance in tonight's game. But I believe he's not going to be, as he's not dressed out on the sideline as he's walking over, talking to some of the coaches, giving them some words of encouragement here tonight. But he's going to be rooting on the team, giving them any good talks in any way and any encouragement that he can. Tonight's kicker, it's David Lopez. David Lopez tonight wearing number 54. A guy that can kick the ball. Kick the ball. Several touchbacks last week, as we seen out of Lopez. Bucks looking to kick it off as the sun is setting here tonight in Branford Buccaneers Stadium. And Lopez kicks it off.
Yeah, another great
deep
kick.
To the left side. And the ball is muffed there by the Bulldog. And the Bulldog looks to cut back. And he's going to be brought down around the 23-yard line. It's going to bring up first down and 10 here for the Bell Bulldogs tonight in Buccaneer Stadium.
Yeah, Lopez has had a great start to the season. I mean, his kickoff, he's had them nice and deep each time. You've mentioned season. So, man, it really helped being able to put the Bulldogs back and give us this great position to start the game out.
Nice for sure. Something we've seen out of the junior varsity Buccaneers last night as the clock winded down, a kick that went out of bounds, brought up to around the 40-yard line. The Trenton Tigers just not able to convert there with little time left to go on the clock. But as the Bulldogs stack the box here tonight with 2 backs in the backfield alongside quarterback Leffler. And he's brought down for a loss of yards on the play.
Oh, man, big play. Buccaneers read that one right out the gate and met him there as he took the handoff in the backfield, doing a great job. Looked like they stopped him for looks like they lost about 5 yards on the play. That's a great first down for the Branford Buccaneers.
Going to bring up second down and 15 tonight for the Bulldogs. As you see, quarterback number 1, R.J. Leffler. Leffler looking to bring the Bulldogs, try and bring them to their first win here tonight, as they're, like we mentioned earlier, starting 0-2 to the season. Actually going to bring up second and 17 here for the Bulldogs. So moved them way back, loss of 7 yards on the play as they bring guy in motion. But the quarterback, Leffler, is going to keep it around to the left side, and he's going to be brought down there by none other than number 8, Schultz. There for the Buccaneers, able to run that alley for a short gain of 4 on the play. It's going to bring up third down and 12.
Yeah, and I tell you, as we look at this Bell Bulldogs, I mean, they got some great size to them. You look at their offensive line, they match up well against the Branford Buccaneers tonight. So got a lot of size, even in their backfield, some pretty good size running the ball.
It's third down here tonight in Buccaneers Stadium. Tight end on the right side for the Bulldogs, and the ball's handed off there, but piled up by a crew of Buccaneer defenders, and he's brought down for a gain of none there on the play by number 58, Keaton Brown. Keaton Brown's birthday today, actually.
Yeah, Keaton Brown's one of those, man. He has done a solid job and I believe he's played a little bit of offense and defensive line.
Right.
Doing a great job this season. He's one of those young ones coming up we were looking forward to, coming off a great season last year.
10th grader Keaton Brown, but actually played the full varsity season last year with the Buccaneers as they look to kick it off. And the Buccaneers have no one back to receive the punt. The ball is going to be picked up around the 39-yard line. Coming out, it's going to bring up first down and 10 here for the Buccaneers tonight. Quarterback Trent Land, coming off a big game, went 12 for 16 against Weewa last night with 229 yards just in the air.
Man, that's a great job. And he was able. Some of those big passes really helped out on those passing yards there. But excited to see what type of offense we're going to see tonight. You know, with James being out, it gives those other backs an opportunity to step up, just like they did last week.
Back that we see there tonight, stacked behind quarterback Land. That's number 6, Smith. T.C. Smith here tonight as he takes the ball, handed off there to the right side. And it's going to be brought down. It's like a gain of about a yard on the play. It's going to bring up second down and 9. 2nd down and 9. Pickup of about 4 there on the play.
Yeah, one of the things with Smith that we've seen, he's one of those that when he gets hit, he just keeps his feet moving. When you think there's no gain, he ends up picking up another 3-4 yards on the play each time.
Play for the Branford Buccaneers.
Yeah, and I believe this was the start Branford was looking for, just to kind of get that ball moving, get the momentum on our side early. So, puts us just shy of the 50-yard line.
Just what they wanted there. Quick 3 and out for the Bulldogs. Good choice there of Coach Clark here tonight to defer to the second half. Screen's thrown to the left side there to Jones, and Jones going to tiptoe right out of bounds around the 40-yard line. Good catch and run there by Jones. Going to bring up a first down for the Buccaneers.
Yeah, Jones is one of those weapons where when you hit him in the flats like that, he's able to pick up yardage, and if you blink, he is all the way down the sideline in a hurry. So, great play on that one.
Jones not wasting any time. The fourth year senior here on varsity for the Buccaneers. So a lot of experience out of Jones. Looking forward to seeing him leading the team in a leadership role here tonight as the ball is handed off there to the left side. Good read to bounce back on the inside by Smith there.
Yeah, looks like he's going to pick up around 8 yards on the play. Another great run by Smith, just taking it right up the middle, keeping those feet moving the whole time.
He's going to bring it to the 34-yard line for the Buccaneers tonight. Going to see if the Buccaneers take it to the air, as we have not seen a pass other than the screen out here to Jones. Let's see if they're going to try and go for it all right here on 2nd down and 4. It's the ball snapped, and it's another bubble pass out to the outside to Vaught. It's caught there just short of the first down. Gain of a couple there, right down to the 26-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like they are going to give him the first on that. They're going to move the chains, going to make it 1st and 10 on around the 27-yard line.
3 to the left side tonight for the Buccaneers, and they're going to throw the quick pass, and it's not going to be caught through the hands of Jones there. Looks like the pass was thrown just a little bit behind him there.
Yeah, a little bit behind him. Still one of those that you still get to bring in. He was able to get his hands on it. Just one of those quick passes that not quite sure he was expecting that one that quick.
Quick slant there across the middle for Jones as he lines up on the outside of number 0, Vaught. Inside at the wing position is 9, Cole Poindexter. As the ball is going to be kept there by Land, and Land takes it around to the left side. Brought down by 2 dog defenders. That's number 9, Eli Vaughn. Eli Vaughn, a returner there. Big part of the Bulldogs there as we see him on the offense and defensive side of the ball. I believe Vaughn also plays other sports. I believe basketball is one of the sports he plays for Bell over there in Gilchrist County. So the Buccaneers are lining up 3rd and 4.
Yeah, looks like they're going to draw them off sides again. Pick up another 5 yards on the play.
It's number 58, Cameron Leffler. It looks to be either the brother or the cousin of quarterback RJ Leffler.
Yeah,
now, I'll tell you what, I bet you the Buccaneers are ready. We're ready to play. Coming to tonight's game, a rivalry game for the Buccaneers as the ball is tossed out to the right side to Smith. But Smith is going to cut back, runs into his own man, but keeps it on his feet. And it's going to be a touchdown. That's Smith in for 6 for the Buccaneers.
Man, I tell you, he had 2 defenders hit him. They were ready for that sweep on the outside, and they cut him off. But, man, Smith cut back on the inside. Going on out there as he began to take it across the goal line.
Smith in there putting 6 on the board for the Bucs here early on, about halfway into the first quarter. 6:31 left to go. It's going to give your Branford Buccaneers 6 as they look for the extra point. That's number 20 tonight. Be looking for number 20 to put several points on the board in extra points tonight. That's J.C. Corrado, freshman for the Buccaneers. And the kick is good there. It's going to put the extra point on the board, bring up 7 for the Buccaneers. And Bell Bulldogs 0. We're going to cut to a quick commercial, but we'll be right back here live on rivercountrysports.com.
This is Jeff Mosley
And this is Lance McCray.
at Roundtree Moore Chevrolet.
Yep. Jeff likes football so much, he thinks it's a good idea to play football while he's playing golf.
We both think football is the most important sport ever made.
Yes, it is. Jeff and I both agree, and we can both agree on that since we both played football.
Yes, it is, Lance. Go get them, boys, and hope to see you down at the store.
And we're back here live on rivercountrysports.com, where before the break, we see number 6 Smith take it in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Yeah, and I tell you on that one, you got to see a little bit of everything of what Branford has to offer there.
And he takes it off to the left. Kick is returned there onto the left side. It is grabbed and slammed down there. Looks like by number 8, Schultz, again, racking up a couple tackles already here early on in the first quarter for the Buccaneers tonight.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to bring it out to around the 18-yard line. They'll start it off 1st and 10 from the own 18. But like I was saying, Branford showed a little bit of everything. We got a lot of different weapons in on that drive, even seeing quarterback Trent Land keep it on his feet, which he had some great success with last week as well. We've seen him, when you have
touchdown on the feet that was last week.
Yeah, and when you have that to offer, I mean, it's always a weapon that you can use just to keep the offense and the defense guessing.
Another deep kick, their second deep kick of the night by Lopez, their number 54 kicker for the Buccaneers. As we see 2 spread out as they're going to hand it off there to the right side. Short gain there, a gain of about 4 on the play. It's actually going to bring up 2nd down and 4 for the Bulldogs tonight.
Yeah, he was able to keep driving just a little bit after the Buccaneers hit him just to pick up those couple of extra yards. So let's see what the Bell Bulldogs are able to do on this drive. Branford would love to keep them to that 3 and out again, but I believe they're searching for a little bit more on this possession.
First time we've seen the split double receivers on each side as a quarterback Leffler tries to extend the play, but he's brought down by a Buccaneer defender. That's number 67, Case Townsend, on the stop there for the Buccaneers.
Yeah, and that was really just a great job by the entire defense. I mean, they had all of the receivers covered. I believe he was really wanting to go to his back out here in the flats, and one of our defensive ends slipped over and picked him up. So really he had nowhere to go but to the ground on that one.
Good play there by the Buccaneers on the defensive side of the ball. 7-0 lead here with 4 minutes, 56 seconds left to go in the first quarter. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 5 for the Bulldogs as they look to pass there tonight, but nowhere to go but to the ground there. That's quarterback Leffler, R.J. Leffler there trying to take it to the ground.
Yeah, it looks like he is going to get the first down on that. And really, one of the Buccaneer defensive linemen had him in the backfield, was not able to connect. He was able to pick up, it looks like about 6 yards on the play, giving him the first down. That's going to bring him out to around the 30-yard line.
So tell us a little bit about what we've seen on the other side of Suwannee County last Friday night. Last Friday night, we seen actually rival of Branford Buccaneers, Lafayette Hornets, taking on the Suwannee Bulldogs last night. Actually, Lafayette able to come up in a close win there, 37-30 late in the fourth quarter. Quick timeout there by the Buccaneers.
Yeah, as you see here on the scoreboard, Branford Buccaneers 7, Bell Bulldogs 0. We've got our Summers Home Furniture. That's our scoreboard sponsor tonight. If you're looking for some furniture, stop by, check out their showroom there in Lake City. Used to be formerly Badcock Furniture there in Lake City. Now Summers Home Furniture. Stop by and check out their showroom for anything that you need for your household goods.
Just 4:31 left to go on the clock here in the first quarter. Bell Bulldogs first down. What are they going to do here tonight? Are they going to take it to the ground? They're going to try and go to the air again.
I believe they're going to keep it on the ground. Haven't had a whole lot of success. Denver, the quarterback's been able to release the ball yet on those pass plays.
As he is going to look to throw it, and he throws it. And it's broken up there by number 12, Beard. That's Colby Beard there, defensive back for the Buccaneers. Intended receiver was Jordan Spears, number 4, senior for the Bulldogs. We've actually got a lot of seniors on the list here for the Bulldogs tonight.
Yeah, and like I said, looking out there, you can tell it's the Bulldogs are a good, mature team, got a lot of size. Even as you look across on the sideline, got a lot of good size over there. Offense and defensive line stacks up with the Branford Buccaneers tonight. So just really looking to kind of see what their game plan is. Haven't had a ton of success on the ground. Haven't been able to get a pass off yet tonight.
As that brings up 2nd down and 10 for the Bell Bulldogs. Branford gets lined up on the defensive side of the ball. They hand it off to the running back, and he's going to be brought down by another crew of Branford Buccaneer defenders.
Really, that's one thing we seen last week, and we talked about that. I believe you talked about it in the coaches show. But this defensive line, last week, Wee Wee Hitchcock was unable to have any success to pick up yardage. Defensive line would meet them at the line of scrimmage every time. We're seeing that same intensity tonight from this defensive line.
Yeah, and actually the coaches show that you mentioned, you can go back and watch it recorded there on rivercountrysports.com. But if you want to watch it live, go check it out on Tuesday afternoons from 7 to 8 p.m. Quick hour there where I go over myself. I kind of go over this past week's game with Coach Tim Clark there, head coach of the Branford Buccaneers, and what we're looking forward to out of this week's game for the Buccaneers. And he's going to take it back to the air again, but throws it just short. That's Leffler looking for intended receiver there for the Bulldogs. Going to bring up 3rd down. There's a flag on the play, actually. It's going to be holding called on the Bulldogs. Going to back them up here tonight. That's intended receiver Jackson Philman, number 17 for the Bulldogs. Buccaneers are going to decline and bring up 4th down and 10 for the Dogs as the punt unit comes out on the field. Tell us who we've got back here to receive the punt for the Buccaneers tonight.
Yeah, so last time we seen the punt, we did not have anybody back here to receive. So we've got Reese Vaught, and then we've also got Tripp Schultz back here. So I believe they seen after that punt, we've got an opportunity to get a return and pick up some yardage here.
The punt's kicked away. Almost dropped there by Schultz. It's number 8 Schultz there. Actually got hit a little bit there by a defender of the Bulldogs. Look for a flag, but just not thrown there by the refs tonight. It's going to bring up 3 minutes to go. Just above 3 minutes to go left in the first quarter tonight. With Bucks 7 and the Bell Bulldogs 0. Going to bring up 1st down and 10 here tonight for the Buccaneers.
Yeah, I believe we'll kind of see some of the same thing from the Bucks tonight. If it ain't broke, don't try and fix it. So they'll continue spreading it out tonight and pick up those yardage.
As Land takes it and keeps it himself tonight, and he keeps it over to the left side. Going to be brought down just short of the 50-yard line. Pickup of about 5 yards on the play.
Yeah, that's one thing we've seen from Land. I mean, he's not one of those quarterbacks you're going to see just run out of bounds or slide. He's going to put his head down and run over you if he can.
Tell us who that reminds you of. Just drafted by the Giants this year out of Ole Miss. Who's that remind you of?
would that be Jackson Dart?
That would be Jackson Dart. I've seen an interview with Coach Gordon, and he was talking to him, and he's like, "Hey, what would I tell you to do?" He said, "Well, he said you tell me to run out of bounds, but what am I going to do? I'm going to run him over." It showed a clip of him running over a corner here, down on the close side of the field. But we see 2nd down and 5 left to go as Land takes a snap, and he's going to throw it to number 0, Vaught, as Vaught looks to gain some yardage here, but brought down by a couple of Bulldog defenders for a gain of about 1 on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, got a score update here as we're looking. We've got Taylor County and Dixie County are playing tonight. It's still in the first quarter. Taylor County is up 14-0. Also, looks like we got a pretty good matchup going on over in Madison County with the Swanee Bulldogs. Madison County Cowboys are up 12-7 in the first quarter.
Madison up quick there in the first quarter, but Bulldogs actually able to put some points on the board there as quarterback Land keeps it around the left side, but looks to stay in bounds, just like we talked about, not wanting to go out of bounds as the helmet comes off, trying to run a guy over. Here's all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's going to bring up a Branford Buccaneers first down.
I tell you, another great run there by Trent Land. And, man, it looked like he was just, as we were talking about, just going to head out of bounds on this one. And he turned the corner and turned it upfield and ran over a couple Bell Bulldogs tonight.
Almost little costly play there by quarterback Land. I know that the intensity is high and the adrenaline is high pumping through him, but, I mean, you almost wonder, why don't you just run out of bounds there as the ball snapped in the Wildcat formation to Vaught as he looks to round the outside. Is he going to go all the way and beat the Bulldog defenders? Bulldog looks like he's trying to bring him down, waiting for the call there. There's a flag on the play.
Yeah, it looks like it is holding against the Bucks as he turned that corner. It looks like one of the linemen there grabbed hold. Looks like it may have been our right tackle there. Grabbed hold of one of the defenders as he turned the corner, so that's going to bring us back 5 yards. Looks like we've got a scoreless game down in Hillsborough County. Hillsborough is facing the Columbia High Tigers. Look like the score is currently 0-0. A lot of good matchups in our area.
It's going to bring them back to the Bulldogs' 37-yard line. First down here for the Buccaneers. Still in a Wildcat formation tonight. Direct snap looks like to quarterback Smith there as Smith turns it up to the left side, and Smith tripped up there. Good stop there
looks
by
like
number 9, Vaughn, Eli Vaughn there for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it looks like he almost got tripped up on one of his blockers there, tripped on his back foot and was brought to the ground, had some good momentum going. Great run by TC.
15 seconds left to go. Clock winding down. Just under 10 seconds now left to go in the first quarter as the Buccaneers look like they're going to wait until the second quarter to resume on second down. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back here live for all the Branford Buccaneers action on rivercountrysports.com.
It's rodeo time in Live Oak, the 5th annual Swanee River Roundup Pro Rodeo, October 17th and 18th at the Bob Holmes Covered Arena at the fairground. Bull riding, bronc riding, barrel racing, roping, steer wrestling. Tickets at the gate, adults just $10, 12 and under $5. The Swanee River Roundup Pro Rodeo, presented by Pilgrims and sponsored by Visit Swanee County. Friday and Saturday, October 17th and 18th. Live streamed on the 18th at rivercountrysports.com. Don't miss the rodeo. For more, visit SwaneeParks.com.
You were there at the beginning. You stood behind me, guiding me through good times and bad, teaching me lessons I wouldn't appreciate until later. preparing me for the day when you couldn't be here. What you've given me, I'll carry wherever I go. And because of your planning, I know I'll go far.
Set your family up for life. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance. Your friends for life.
Farm Bureau Insurance, serving Florida for over 70 years. In Suwannee County, you'll find Farm Bureau in Branford and in Live Oak. In Branford on Drain Street, phone 935-1274. And in Live Oak on Dowling Avenue, call 362-1274. Real service, real people, Farm Bureau Insurance.
Yeah, this has been a great drive so far. So we've seen a little bit of everything, and looking to put another 6 points on the board. So let's see if one thing we haven't seen a lot. We haven't seen any deep passes yet, which they had a lot of success with last week. They've just had kind of some of those short drops, and then running the ball.
Buccaneers, 2 Buccaneers split out wide. That's Jones and Vaught. There's a flag thrown. We're going to see what the flags. Delay of game there for the Buccaneers. He's going to back them up. 5 yards there. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 13. Third down, big 3rd down play. Is that going to change the play call by Coach Tim
Well,
Clark tonight?
that's what we're looking at. It looks like Coach may be having to change it up on this one, add another 5 yards on 3rd down. So that's 3rd down in a country mile when you're on this side of the field. Looking to put it up. But I believe we're in 4th down territory anyway, so you like to play this like you do have 2 more downs to go.
Quarterback Land looks for the snap, and he's going to snap and try and take it to the air here tonight as pressure comes by the Bulldogs, but he's going to keep it to himself there. He's going to be brought down there around the 29-yard line.
Yeah, and if you look over to the left side, you had a receiver wide open over there. Archie Jones was wide open over on the left side. Not sure if Land had a lot of pressure coming in. Not sure if he was able to look across and see him over there, but been a nice shot for a touchdown. All right,
Big decision as the Buccaneers offense is going to stay on the field here at about the 29-yard line.
Yeah, it's going to make it 4th and 10 to go for the Buccaneers.
Sure, the Bucs are going to try and take it to the air again as we didn't see Land able to complete the pass on 3rd down. Time called on the field.
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna switch it back to the Wildcat, but they did go ahead and call a timeout.
We're gonna take a quick break, but we'll be right back here live on RiverCountrySports.com.
This is Jeff Mosley
And this is Lance McCray.
at Roundtree Moore Chevrolet.
Yep, Jeff likes football so much, he thinks it's a good idea to play football while he's playing golf.
We both think football is the most important sport ever made.
Yes, it is. Jeff and I both agree, and we can both agree on that since we both played football.
Yes, it is, Lance. Go get them, boys, and hope to see you down at the store.
And we're back here live on RiverCountrySports.com, where right before the break, we seen our Branford Buccaneers on 3rd down, not able to convert, but just a short gain on the play there by Land as he had to scramble around to the right side. Going to bring up 4th down. Buccaneers still in Wildcat formation tonight. We're going to see what they do with 4th down and 10 on the 29-yard line in. And they're going to go around to the left side. That's Smith looking to pick up some yards. It looks like he gets it. He's still spinning, but finally brought down right inside the 15-yard line.
Man, great run and some incredible blocking over there on that end just to open up a huge gap on the outside for him to go and be able to pick up the 1st down.
Big run there by Smith as we've seen that agility of him being able to get all the way outside and outrun the Bulldog defenders tonight. It's going to bring up 1st down in good territory as we're entering into the Roundtree Moore Chevrolet red zone tonight. Buccaneers still in the Wildcat formation. Wide side of the field to the home side. That's the way they're going to go. That's Vaught, number 0, going to cut it back upfield. He's still going on his field looking for a push from his line. The Buccaneers going to pick up about 5 yards on the play there.
Yeah, it looks like he ran for about a quarter of a mile, but only picked up about a yard on that one as he went and cut back inside.
Going to bring up 4th down and 2 for the Buccaneers.
Yeah, so it seems like since we started the second quarter, we've had some hard yardage to pick up here with a lot of hard hitting by these Bell Bulldogs tonight.
Bulldogs really trying to take a 4th down stand here deep into their own territory are the Buccaneers.
Yeah, looks like they're going to try and draw them offline. They didn't move on that one.
Ball handed off to Smith there as he bounces off a man, and the ball is on the ground. Let's see who picks it up there. Or if he was down before the ball popped out. Ball was actually down there, but Bulldogs now taking the field. Bulldogs offense. It's going to bring up 7 minutes left to go right before halftime.
Yeah, that's going to bring the Bell Bulldogs offense back on the field. Going to put them in as that fumble actually became a touchback. So that's going to bring them out to the 20-yard line, bringing them out the end zones. That actually ended up being a pretty great play for the Bell Bulldogs.
Bulldogs with 2 backs in the backfield tonight as the ball is handed off to the right side, but shot down high from the safety position is number 8, Trip Schultz. Looked like a rocket shooting in there to make the stop on the play for the Buccaneers.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of that same action that he was able to do and have success with last week. And just every time you begin to see a tackle, Trip Schultz was in there.
Going to bring up 2nd down and 8 tonight for the Bell Bulldogs as they're looking to put some points on the board before they go into halftime. 6 minutes, 30 seconds left to go. Going to bring up 2nd down for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs up to the line. 2 backs in the backfield. Quarterback Leffler looking to pass. More time. And he's going to go long. Receiver just not able to run underneath it. Intended receiver.
Yeah, I tell you, that's the first time we've got a chance to see Leffler really air it out. And I tell you, he's got a good arm. Just let him just a little bit too much. But he had 2 receivers and 2 backs over here. So it was almost a game of jump ball to see who could get it and come down with it. It's going to bring us to 3rd down and around 8 yards to go. We'd love to get this stop here and make them punt it back to us, which would give us great field position.
It's going to be 3rd down here in Branford Buccaneers Stadium as the Bell Bulldogs look to advance the ball, pick up the 1st down, and try to put some points on the board there with 6 minutes, 14 seconds left to go before the end of the first half. Trips out to the left side. Quarterback Leffler looks to take it to the air again. And the ball was almost caught there by the Bulldog.
Oh, and I tell you
That's number 0, Landon Williams there.
That was a great pass by Leffler right across the middle. Hit him on the money and hit him right in the hands. He almost came down with it, which would have been a pickup of about 45 yards on the play. So that was a great pass. Wasn't able to come down with it, so I believe the punt unit's going to come out on the field as it's 4th and 8 from their own 23-yard line.
Costly drop there by the Bulldog receiver. It's going to bring a 4th down. Tonight we see a different returner there. That's number 28, Capella, for the Buccaneers. Back deep along with Zero Vaught. As the Bulldogs punt is high in the air. Rolls up to about the 43-yard line. It's going to give the Bucs the ball in good field position.
Yeah, one thing we've seen from a lot of the running that we've seen so far from this second quarter, it's making the clock wind down. We're just under 6 minutes left to go before halftime. So, Bucs got plenty of time to go down and put some more points on the board.
Now, the Welborn Cornbread Festival, sponsor of rivercountrysports.com tonight, is an annual event held in Welborn, Florida. This year's festival actually scheduled for November 1st, featuring a blueberry pancake breakfast, cornbread and chili cook-off, arts and crafts, live music, children's activities, other food vendors, and a cornhole tournament. I mean, that's something we know a little bit about ourselves, old cornhole tournament. Admission is free, so go join them down there at the Welborn Community Association, which supports local residents and needs.
I tell you, sounds like a great time, and I tell you, I could use some blueberry pancakes right now. I wish you hadn't read that when we hadn't even had dinner yet, right? It's going to make us slip down to the concession stand during halftime, right?
Makes you hungry right here live on rivercountrysports.com. Thanks for joining us. I forgot to mention earlier tonight, Stephen Jones, my co-host, along with myself, Jackson Jones, tonight here on rivercountrysports.com.
Yeah, Branford Buccaneers taking the field. 5 minutes, 57 seconds left on the clock, starting from the Bell Bulldogs yard line.
Going to bring up 2nd down and 4 for the Buccaneers.
Yeah, looks like Smith's going to come off the field. Carson Campelia is going to go back in at back. Keeping those fresh legs out there on the field tonight.
We see many of the youth Buccaneers, whether that's cheerleaders or football players, playing in the Youth City League there for Branford. I mean, a lot of I went to the other day where they had games here on Saturday, actually the Youth League, and a lot of hope there coming up for the Branford Buccaneers, as we see in the next couple groups of players that'll come through Branford High School. Quarterback Trent Land there tried to keep it himself and running around to the right side, but he's going to be brought down around the 35-yard line. Going to bring up 3rd down and about 6 inches there to go. Four minutes left to go before halftime as the Buccaneers look to put 6 more points on the board. Who's going to do it? Call it. Who's going to do it here tonight for the Buccaneers?
Hand it off to, I believe Trent Lamb may just keep it on this one, run it right up the middle.
And he does. And he keeps it right up the middle, just like you said. Looking for it, and he's going to step out of bounds. It's going to stop the clock with 3 minutes, 9 seconds left to go.
Yeah, it's going to bring it down to around the 21-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and around 3 yards. 2nd down, around 2 yards to go. Bucks keep that ball moving.
Second down and short for the Buccaneers. As quarterback Land in the shotgun formation. Stacked behind him, 28, Capelia. The ball is handed off there to Capelia.
Yeah, it's like he's going to get the 1st down on that. Picks up a couple yards, and that's gonna give us 1st and 10 from around the 18-yard line. Clock rolling just under 3 minutes to go before halftime.
Buccaneers still up 7-0 as they look to put more points on the board here tonight in Branford Buccaneers Stadium. If you're not able to join us, make sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel on rivercountrysports.com. Share it to all your friends. That way they can go in. And if you're not watching here live, make sure you come out and watch live on Tuesday nights for the Coaches Show, where myself and Coach Tim Clark will kind of go over last Friday night's game and the reviews and what he thought about that game and what we're looking forward to out of the upcoming Friday night's game. You can go back and watch a review of last Friday night's win over Weewa Hitchcock right here in Branford Buccaneers Stadium.
Yeah, we seen Trent Land do the old pump fake on that one. Had Vault open in the corner of the end zone, just threw it out just to the right of the end zone.
Going to bring up 2nd down and 10 as Poindexter's in motion and the ball is tossed outside. Looking to get a block there. Just not able to secure the block, but still a pickup of several on the play.
I take it one thing, just like the last possession, we're having to work for each and every yard tonight. Bulldogs not making it easy on us tonight to pick up these first downs, and we're having to use about 4 downs each time to get the first.
You wonder, does that mean the Bucs are going to try and take it to the air? We haven't seen a deep pass out of the Buccaneers, which seemed to work over Weewa Hitchka tonight. I talked Friday night, or Tuesday afternoon, that is, with Coach Clark about the Bulldogs running a little more spread positions. As you see quarterback Land trying to take the ball there himself, picking up a couple yards on the play, close to the first down. See if they're going to give it to him.
They are going to give it to him. That's gonna bring up first and goal from around the 6-yard line.
Plenty of time, as we've seen the Buccaneers take a lot of time there off the clock tonight, and not in a hurry to try and – that might be why we haven't seen them take it to the air, trying to limit the Bulldogs offense from getting an opportunity to score here with 1:25 left to go in the second quarter. That's Poindexter in motion as the ball is handed off to Smith there, looking for the end zone, but is he going to get it? Looks like he's pulled back just short of the end zone.
Yeah, had a host of Bulldogs met him right in the middle there. That's one of those you'd like to see some of those big old Buccaneer linemen get behind him, give him the old tush push to push him right into the end zone. We're rolling down just under a minute. That clock is moving fast as Branford takes back to the line of scrimmage.
But Branford's still taking their time tonight. Are we going to see ball handed off there on the left side? See if it's good for a Buccaneer touchdown.
Yeah, I tell you, they worked for every inch on that one, but he kept moving and was able to stretch it out, getting that ball, breaking the plane tonight.
That's T.C. Smith there again for the Buccaneers, putting 6 on the board for the Bucs. It's going to give the Bucs 12 tonight as they look to kick the extra point. That's J.C. Corrado, number 20, for the Buccaneers, looking to kick the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good.
Yeah, and it says 13-0, but I believe we made the field goal earlier, so it should be 14-0 right now. So Bucs are going to go back out to the field and kick it off with 37 seconds left on the board. We'll look and see what the Bell Bulldogs are able to do here with very little time left on the clock.
Right, not much time. 37 seconds left to go. We haven't seen too much out of the Bulldogs offense tonight. Limited time there unless we've seen 2 backs in the backfield able to give quarterback Leffler there, R.J. Leffler, number 1 for the Bulldogs, extra time. Tried to take it to the ground, picked up several yards, but not much action in the air for the Bulldogs. Down for the Bulldogs, and it's going to bring up a first down and 10 to go for the Bulldogs.
As you see, they have not moved the chains on the other side yet as we're going down to that's going to run the clock out before they were able to get the snap off. That's going to bring up halftime here at Buccaneer Stadium.
Buccaneers jog off the field here as we enter halftime. Up 14-0 over the Bell Bulldogs. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back here live on rivercountrysports.com for more action for your Branford Buccaneers.
Looks like they may be calling them back out on the field because of that penalty. They're going to give them one more down.
Actually bringing the players back out on the field. The Bucs looked like they were ready to go, and the clock ran out. But because of that penalty, Buccaneers in a rush to try and get set up. It's just going to give the Dogs one more opportunity, one more play. They've got one more mountain to cross right here in Buccaneer Stadium.
Yeah, let's see what they do. This is an untimed down for the Bull. This is something we haven't really seen yet. His defense goes and takes back the field.
One more galley to climb. Buccaneer defenders back deep. As quarterback Leffler, I'm sure, going to try and take it deep here. As he looks and he rolls out to the right side. Quick pass there, trying to get the clock stopped. Pass is caught there around the 42-yard line. Clock is going to stop with 11 seconds left to go. Enough time to give quarterback Leffler another opportunity here on 2nd down and 3 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, looks like they're going to call a timeout, stopping the clock again. 11 seconds left on the clock on this one. So, they got that one out quick, so we knew they were just going for a short pass, but they've still got a long way to go. So right now they're at their own 43-yard line still. So got a country mile to go here at Branford Buccaneers Stadium. So we're going to have to see them air it out if they want a chance or an opportunity to put some points on the board before we go into half.
Well, I mean, we've seen junior quarterback for the Bulldogs try and air it out. That's number 1, R.J. Leffler, trying to take it to the air just through the hands of his receiver earlier on in the second quarter here tonight for the Bulldogs. That would have been the most productive play that we've seen out of Bulldogs tonight, as they've not been able to put up much yards against the Branford Buccaneers here in Buccaneer Stadium.
Yeah, this Branford line has done a great job tonight of just keeping pressure on him. See, he's only had a couple times where it really has had enough time to allow his receivers to get downfield.
Quarterback Leffler as he takes a snap, but he's going to throw it. He's going to get out of bounds to stop the clock, but a flag is thrown on the field. Looks like it's going to be for a late hit by a couple of the Buccaneer defenders. Just didn't think he was out of bounds yet.
Yeah, and he took a step out of bounds, and we still hit him anyways. We're going to have to be a little more.
Trips on the left side. Quarterback Leffler takes the ball, and he's going to throw it. He's going to throw it long there to the receiver on the right side, and the receiver looks like he catches the ball. Comes down over the head of corner for the Buccaneers and catches the ball for a Bulldog touchdown.
Man, and a costly play there. If it wasn't for those penalties, he would have never had an opportunity. Catches the ball with 0 seconds left on the clock.
Big throw and catch there. We've seen it, and we called it right here live on rivercountrysports.com. Quarterback Leffler. That's Spears there, number 4, Jordan Spears Sr. for the Bulldogs in tonight's game, as they look to kick the extra point. And it's going to be good. That's going to put 7 points on the board for the Bulldogs tonight. That's going to bring up the end of your first half. 14 Buccaneers, 7 Bulldogs.
Yeah, that's a tough 15 seconds here. Branford Buccaneers had already left the field, headed to the locker room as they get called back out. We give up 2 costly penalties, allowing them to get in scoring position, and they take full advantage of it tonight and end up getting to put some points on the board.
Yeah, and so we've had a lot of productive things work out of the Buccaneer offense tonight. I mean, we've
Me through good times and bad. Teach me lessons I wouldn't appreciate until later. Prepare me for the day when you couldn't be here. What you've given me, I'll carry wherever I go. And because of your planning, I know I'll go far.
Set your family up for life. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance. Your friends for life.
Farm Bureau Insurance, serving Florida for over 70 years. In Suwannee County, you'll find Farm Bureau in Branford and in Live Oak. In Branford on Drain Street, phone 935-1274. And in Live Oak on Dowling Avenue, call 362-1274. Real service, real people, Farm Bureau Insurance.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Van Carpet One. For 78 years, we've been your local family-owned and operated floor covering store, and we can't wait to serve you. Let's go check out some of the stuff we've got and say hey to the guys.
Hey guys, this is Michael Van here at Van Carpet One. Wanted to show you our huge display of carpet, Got about 1,000 rolls for you that we can order. We also keep about 100 in stock that are on clearance. So please come down and give us a visit. We appreciate it.
Come in and see the largest tile collection in North Florida. Van Carpet One has every tile you could possibly imagine. If you can't find it here, they don't make it. Guys, take a look at this. This is just some of our options in waterproof vinyl plank, where we have the largest selection anywhere around here, including over 70 pallets in stock.
Thank you for joining us here at Branford High School. We've got two of our players with us, Wyatt Derringer and Vernon Richards. This is our player spotlight here at halftime. So Vernon, starting us off, I know you and Wyatt both played with us last year. Y'all both are at the middle linebacker position, correct? Well, what kind of works best that y'all do that could translate to other players on the field?
It's really just about the communication that we have.
Just communicate with each other, make sure we know what each other's doing at all times, and just that's pretty much it. Just communicate. Communication is key.
And it really helps that me and Wyatt, we've been doing this for a while, so we kind of understand what we go like, what kind of like ideas we have. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I got you. So starting off, you're going into what grade this year?
11.
So you're going into 11th grade, and
He's
then
a senior this
you're going to be
year.
a senior
Yeah.
this year, right? Okay. So y'all are part of the older crew that is here on the team this year,
Sir.
which I know that there's some younger pieces that
Oh yeah.
are on the team, and then starting off with us this year, some that are moving up from JV, some that are on varsity for the second, going on third year. What really do y'all kind of feel that like what kind of way works best for y'all that allows you to lead like that younger group that's coming up? Like what do you do?
I mean, just doing your hardest 100%. I mean, that just it's just you do 100%. Other people gonna want to do as good as you, so they're gonna drive themselves to be better than you. Obviously, if they're trying to take your spot, but just 100% at all times, and maybe they'll follow you.
Yeah, so like 100% all the way through. You know, you give it that, they're gonna want to imitate you and like try to be better. And so that'll surely just lead them on to like a better pathway that they could have. And the older groups, when I was younger, I I followed them, and that kind of just like sticks with me now.
Right. So this giving 100%, this can translate to many different parts, whether you're on the field, you're off the field, whether you're in the game, or you're just trying to lead some players, discipline them outside of even football. I mean, you're giving 100% relates to whether you're in the classroom or you're at home with your family. I mean, what this 100%, I mean, you also gonna have to give 100% in the weight room. I mean, that's a
Yeah.
big part. What kind of
Yeah.
things in the weight room really you think are translating the most to playing on the field?
Everything matters, man. Don't matter what it is, as long as you just do 100% on every lift, everything. It'll transcribe into the field.
Yeah, every rep, every set, it'll lead it to the field, to off the field, to the schoolwork that you do, everything that you really like lead up to.
Right. So y'all both been in Brantford for a long time, or y'all aren't new here. So y'all have both
No,
been in Brantford. So you've seen a lot of people come through, people move around. You've got a lot of new players as well that have came in with y'all. What do you kind of think that you can kind of teach them about that Brantford culture that you have between your other teammates that have been here a while?
really, it's just a teammate bonding. We've been practicing to get closer with them, and they've been learning the plays. They're gonna help us out a lot, I do believe, and that's about it.
Yeah, it's really just about that brotherhood that the older Branford high schoolers they had, and that's what really I want to have with this group.
Right, for sure. So I know Brantford, since I've played here myself, and then was one of that group that transferred in too. But you really kind of seen the difference between this program and other programs about how close together that you want to be, whether that's going and doing things outside of school. I mean, They even had us duck hunting in the mornings before school.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, we did that.
Yeah, but you come here and you'd be freezing your butt off because you just filled your waders with some water.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I mean that kind of thing that translates to working together on the field and wanting to give your 100% for not just yourself but your other teammates. But so really, I mean, one of those things that you do, I mean, with your teammates, I mean, what are kind of some of the things that y'all are doing outside of just being in the weight room or being on the field together that kind of grows your relationship with your teammates?
Going fishing, going to springs, hang out, shooting stuff. That's about it. My-
Yeah, this pretty much is like hanging out with them, growing the bond that you have already with them, making it stronger, and like that really correspond to how you do on the field and your brotherhood that you would have.
For sure, for sure. So I know two linebackers, two guys that could be doing anything else with their time. What really makes you want to be here right now? I know you spent all of your summer up here. You started off fall camp up here and then now to the point we're at in the season. What really makes you want to be up here with these guys and do what you're doing now?
I just like running people
Yeah.
Common response out of a linebacker, I guess you'd say.
Um, really, it's it's my friends. They play it. I like to play it, and I really have the love for the sport. And without it, I don't know what I would be doing. Just sitting on the couch eating chips.
over. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. It keeps you active too.
Well, thank you for joining us here on Player Spotlight.
You were there at the beginning. You stood behind me, guiding me through good times and bad, teaching me lessons I wouldn't appreciate until later, preparing me for the day when you couldn't be here. What you've given me, I'll carry wherever I go. And because of your planning, I know I'll go far.
Set your family up for life. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance. Your friends for life.
Farm Bureau Insurance, serving Florida for over 70 years. In Suwannee County, you'll find Farm Bureau in Branford and in Live Oak. In Branford on Drain Street, phone 935-1274. And in Live Oak on Dowling Avenue, call 362-1274. Real service, real people, Farm Bureau Insurance.
And we're back here live on rivercountrysports.com. Right at the start of the second half, just about to go underway here in Branford Buccaneers Stadium. It's about 5.5 minutes left to go, and we'll see the Branford Buccaneers take the field again against the Bell Bulldogs as the Bulldogs are getting stretched out in the end zone here. Branford Buccaneer band putting together a great piece for the stands to listen to tonight.
Yeah, I tell you, as we look back over the first half, Branford's really dominated the first half, going down, making a quick scoring drive in their first possession. As they went down the second possession, it took quite a while. They ate around 6 minutes off the clock as they finally scored, and really that brought us into halftime, or so we thought. As Branford takes off the field, headed to the locker rooms. Refs call them back to the field as they put 15 seconds on the clock for the Bell Bulldogs to run off. And then we go and give them two penalties, which bring them down, 15 yards down the field?
15 yards down the field, that's right.
Which gives them, scoring possession. So we already knew that their quarterback, Leffler, had a big arm, was able to stretch it out a little bit, which we seen with one more play. They had 5 seconds left on the clock. He throws it out over the shoulder of his man in the corner of the end zone, giving him a opportunity to, come within a one-score possession. So you've got your score 14-7 Buccaneers, and the game is not near as close as what that scoreboard looks like right now.
That's right. So we've seen a lot of dominance out of the first half by the Buccaneers, but just a little bit of drive there by the Bulldogs as we ended the first half there. But tell us what we can look forward to and what you kind of think we're going to see out of the Buccaneers as we enter into the second half.
Well, I tell you, if I know Coach Clark, he's had a good heart-to-heart with them, and I would imagine that we would see a little less of the late hits that we've seen as they're going out of bounds, a little less holding, things that really even got Bell in position to even score a touchdown. You know, they've spent most of the first half on their own side of the field. As we talked about, as those penalties were given to them, it was the first time really that we've seen them make it across the 50-yard line over into Buccaneer territory. So I believe they'll clean some of those things up and maybe just, you know, work the clock like they did the first half. You know, if we can go and put another 14 points on the board and eat away the clock, that'd be a good second half. But, you know, there's a lot of great games, not just this one here in Branford, but there's some good games going on around our area. We've got the Suwannee Bulldogs are going up against the Madison County Cowboys tonight. So as we look, that score is underway over there in Madison. Right now, it's I believe right there around halftime. We've got Madison County Cowboys 28, Suwannee Bulldogs 14. And then as we look, some of these scores don't really look like they're updating. We've got Columbia down in Hillsboro, does not reflect any scores yet. So we'll try and get a more updated score on that. And then we've got Taylor County and Dixie County right now. It's the end of the second quarter there. Taylor County is up 34-6 over Dixie.
A lot of big games in the area tonight. But the biggest game we're looking at tonight right here in Branford Buccaneers Stadium as the Buccaneers are taking the field, looking to warm up. Couple minutes left to go before the start of the third quarter here in Branford Buccaneers Stadium. We're going to cut to a quick commercial break, but join us right back here live for all the second half action on rivercountrysports.com.
This is Jeff Mosley
And this is Lance McCray.
at Roundtree Moore Chevrolet.
Yep, Jeff likes football so much, he thinks it's a good idea to play football while he's playing golf.
We both think football is the most important sport ever made.
Yes, it is. Jeff and I both agree, and we can both agree on that since we both played football.
Yes, it is, Lance. Go get them, boys, and hope to see you down at the store.
From the heart of Suwannee County, it's River Country Sports, your exclusive home for local high school sports, live events, and all the hometown action you care about. Catch every touchdown, buzzer beater, and big play, streaming live and on demand at rivercountrysports.com. Proudly supporting all of Suwannee County. This is River Country Sports, your teams, your town, your stream.
And we're back here live on River Country Sports. Second half about to go underway in Branford Buccaneers Stadium. Both teams getting warmed up, quarterbacks getting warmed up, arms ready to go, as we hope to see quarterback Trent Land take it to the air and connect with Vaught here later on in the second quarter, in the second half tonight.
Yeah, man, that's really one thing we've kind of missed so far. We haven't seen that deep ball, especially after watching those connections he was able to make with Vaught last week. We had three really big connections, and we haven't seen it really down the field yet. We've seen a handful of just this short, really screen pass. It's kind of really all we've seen as far as Land taking it to the air.
But Land not only taking it to the air here a little bit in the first half, but we also seen him on the ground a lot. We've seen the Wildcat formation along with T.C. Smith there, running back for the Bucs, scoring both touchdowns tonight, putting 14 points on the board for the Buccaneers. Looks like the stands are ready to go, ready to get more second half action here in Branford Buccaneers Stadium.
Yeah, like you mentioned earlier, it was youth night here, so we had all of Branford youth sports here, all of the young players and cheerleaders They actually came out and gave us a great halftime show over here. So just always a great opportunity to get some people that may not come out on a normal Friday night. Just allow them to be able to see the team that we've got here in Branford and some of the success that they've had going on. Just another way to help fill the stands tonight.
About 2 minutes left to go before the second half goes underway right here in Branford Buccaneer Stadium.
Yeah, so one thing we've been fortunate here in Branford is to start off with 3 home games, right? So next week we'll take the buses over to Gainesville to Oak Hall, which will be the first away game. That's always a great game. They were able to come here and fight a hard fought fight here in Buccaneer Stadium, but we'll be headed over there next week. That'll be next Friday night at I believe 7:30.
And actually, to hear live on River Country Sports, Kenny Bird will be taking the stage next Friday night as myself and Coach Stephen Jones not able to be at next Friday night's game. So listen right here live for all the updates on Branford versus Oak Hall in Gainesville, Florida on rivercountrysports.com.
Yeah, so this is one of those times where you're glad we deferred to the second half, right? Can you imagine after given that opportunity to Bell at the end of the first half, allowing them to go down and score? Could you imagine right now if we were having to kick the ball back off to them? I tell you, in this sport, momentum is everything. And allowing them to come off of that score at the very end, it's great that we're able to get the ball back, maintain momentum, and there'll be nothing better than for us to go down and put some points on the board right now.
Points looking to be put on the board as back deep receiving for the Buccaneers is number 0, Vaught, along with number 7, Jones. As the Bulldogs take the field tonight from their own 40-yard line, looking to kick it away. Clock winds down right at the start of the third quarter. Your Branford Buccaneers 14 and the Bell Bulldogs 7. Rivalry game here tonight. A lot more exciting action right here live on rivercountrysports.com. Everybody's loud and lively here in Branford Buccaneer Stadium as the Bulldogs look to kick it off. That's number 7, Gonzalez. There, as the ball's on the ground, Bell looks excited. There, we're going to see.
Yeah, so they give an onside kick. Looks like the ball rolls around 14 yards. It does hit off a Branford player, and Bell is able to jump back on the ball and maintain possession.
We're going to watch it right back here live on the replay to see exactly what happened.
Yeah, so they do recover it. So it's going to be Branford's ball on the 46-yard line. A great thing about River Country Sports, you can go back and watch all these plays and kind of pick them apart. Sometimes you wonder what happened. Sometimes you feel like you miss it. Hit that rewind button, step back, take a relook, and you'll be able to judge for yourself.
But quarterback there for the Bulldogs takes it around the left side.
Yep.
Derringer there on the stop for the Buccaneers.
You know, we talked about momentum, and look at Bell. They wasn't ready or wasn't willing to give it up. Kind of surprising coming out with the onside kick, but they're able to maintain possession. They go right back down. All of a sudden, we've got a tied ball game. And what we talked about the first half was full dominance by the Branford Buccaneers.
The Bulldogs take the stage with 2nd down and 8 to go from the 44-yard line. Quarterback takes it and rolls around to the right side. Pressure brought to him, but it's thrown and incomplete there. Pass by Leffler to the right side. Couple of receivers rolling out there.
Yeah, great job getting some pressure on him. He did have a couple receivers open across the middle. With that pressure, he wasn't able to put it in their hands. But great job just making him make a throw he wasn't ready to make.
Not really seeing Leffler able to connect on too many passes tonight for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, so far he's connected on the one that mattered, that gave him 6 points. But we'll see what he's able to do here. You know, they are, by getting that onside kick, they're already back in Branford territory, which is only the second time so far that we've seen that tonight.
It'll bring up 3rd down and 8 to go for the Bulldogs tonight. As the ball is snapped there to the right side to Leffler, is going to be brought down by a crew of Buccaneer defenders there on the stop. Another short game for the Bulldogs. Gain of about 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, it's going to bring it to 3rd down and around 6 yards to go.
Right around the 42-yard line going in for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and really being in this type of territory gives them a little more room to play with, where they've been deep in their own territory each time, has forced them to punt. But I believe they're working in 2-down territory here.
That's going to bring up 4th down for the Bulldogs as they look to go for it. 4th and 6, tried to draw a Buccaneer defender offsides, almost get one there, but doesn't look like they do. And they're going to take a timeout. As the Bulldogs are driving, we're going to be right back here live on rivercountrysports.com.
It's rodeo time in Live Oak, the 5th annual Swanee River Roundup Pro Rodeo, October 17th and 18th at the Bob Holmes Covered Arena at the fairground. Bull riding, bronc riding, barrel racing, roping, steer wrestling. Tickets at the gate, adults just $10, 12 and under $5. The Swanee River Roundup Pro Rodeo, presented by Pilgrims and sponsored by Visit Swanee County. Friday and Saturday, October 17th and 18th, live streamed on the 18th at rivercountrysports.com. Don't miss the rodeo. For more, visit SwaneeParks.com.
And we're back here live on rivercountrysports.com, where it looks like the Bell Bulldogs have got off to a hot start here in the start of the 3rd quarter. With 10 minutes left to go, we're going to see if the Bulldogs can convert.
Yeah, and I tell you, after that onside kick, Branford Buccaneers defense has done a great job really stopping them. They wasn't able to pick up too many yardage, so it brings it down to 4th down, and looks like about 6 yards to go to the 1st down.
It's going to be 4th down and 6 to go as quarterback R.J. Leffler is back in the shotgun formation, but he's going to look to fake the toss and throw it around to the right side. The pass is complete for the 1st down for the Bulldogs. That's number 4, Jordan Spears with a catch. Brought down there by a couple Buccaneer defenders.
Yeah, really, this is the first time we've seen that fake where he curled back to the right side, and really everybody bit, which gave him the pressure we talked about. Didn't have pressure. He was able to go out, his receiver running wide open across the middle of the field. He was able to hit him on the money. We've seen him make some great passes, but it seems to be when he gets that pressure on him, he's not able to connect. But when he has that little extra time, he becomes dangerous.
Leffler looking there on 1st down as he hands the ball off to running back right there. Gain of about 3 on the carry. It's going to bring up 2nd down. 2nd down. That's Keeley there for the Dogs. Number 14, Kevin Keeley, junior for the Bell Bulldogs tonight.
Yeah, it's going to bring up 2nd down and around 7 to go to pick up the 1st down. They're all the way down to the 24-yard line of the Branford Buccaneers.
2 backs loaded in the backfield for the Bulldogs as quarterback Leffler looks to drive it in tonight, but they're going to take it and hand it off to the left side. Ball carrier going to be brought down there. That's number 0, Landon Williams, running the ball. Pickup of about 3 yards on the play. Bringing up 3rd down and 2 for the Bell Bulldogs tonight as the clock goes down to about 8.5 minutes left to go. Buccaneers 14, Bulldogs 7. And the Bulldogs are driving right here in Branford.
They are.
Buccaneers
They've been able to move the ball. One of the best possessions we've seen so far as being able to connect and move the ball down the field.
Third down as they bring up trips. Running back to the right side, and he's going to roll out and look to keep it himself, and he's going to be brought down. But there's a flag on the play. I don't believe he got the first down there. Brought down by big number 50, Wyatt Derringer. Buccaneers stop. Going to see what the call is on the play. Called against the Dogs. It's going to back him up 10 yards there. Looks like a holding penalty on the play.
Yeah, about time we've got a couple penalties working in our favor, bringing them back yards instead of giving them yards tonight. So we've gave them plenty. It's time to get some of those yards back. When really they've had some great momentum getting down, able to pick up several yards on each play. So that's going to bring them back to what it looks like 2nd and 9 from the 27-yard line.
Good way to shoot the gap there by number 50, Captain Senior Wyatt Derringer of the night. Way to shoot the gap there and make the stop for the Buccaneers. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 9. 3rd down and 9 for the Bulldogs as quarterback R.J. Leffler looks to lead the Bulldogs to another score as he rolls out to the right side but throws it deep there around the right side again. Are they going to get the flag? And they do. It's going to bring up pass interference on the Buccaneers. Man, costly mistake there by the Buccaneers as just too many guys were leaning on the Bulldog wide receiver.
Yeah, and it looks like he had him burnt deep, and really, I guess they felt that was their only shot to stop it. Because I believe if they didn't get their hands on him, that would have been 6 for Bell. A beautiful pass by the quarterback, and had a receiver who was open.
Bell Bulldogs now put into good position as they get a first down on the play. Ball is going to be brought down to the 14-yard line. Yes. Dogs offense still driving here as they look to get. That was the same play that we seen for the touchdown there right before the half.
It was, yeah, and that's going to give them great field position here. So they're down on the 14-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 14.
Bucks defensive back. They're able to keep up with the Bulldog wide receiver on the right side. But just too much pressure put on him. Brought up a flag. As they look to roll out to the right side again, that's Leffler. And he looks brought down, and another flag on the play. Lots of flags that we've seen here tonight in the start of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, that's it. It is some give and take tonight. So Bell's going to give us back some yardage on that. Another holding play. We've seen that. We've noticed a lot of that when they're running around the end. It seems like whether it's Branford or Bell, somebody's holding. So there's been a lot of back and forth when it comes to penalties. So far in this game.
Refs seem to have a close eye for that holding call tonight. Popular call, but we've also seen a couple pass interferences. You see how these flags being thrown really, really pan out on each team. It's really about canceled out, but almost right here as the Bulldogs are trying to drive, getting inside of the red zone tonight. As they're trying to drive, it's worked more in their favor.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to call a timeout on the field.
As they're going to call a timeout, we're going to go to a quick break, and we'll be right back here live on rivercountrysports.com.
This is Jeff Mosley.
And this is Lance McCray.
At Roundtree Moore Chevrolet.
Yep. Jeff likes football so much, he thinks it's a good idea to play football while he's playing golf.
We both think football is the most important sport ever made.
Yes, it is. Jeff and I both agree. And we can both agree on that since we both played football.
Yes, it is, Lance. Go get them, boys, and hope to see you down at the store.
And we're back here live on rivercountrysports.com, where right before the break, we seen the Bulldogs continuing to drive down the field. A couple penalties moving the ball each direction. A couple by the Buccaneers along with the Bulldogs there. It's going to bring up 1st down as the Bulldogs were just backed up by a holding penalty. First down and 19 on the play as he's in motion, but he's going to look to pass there. The receiver back to pass, and that's Jones there looking to return it. He's around the left side. He's looking for a little better return, but brought down around the 10-yard line. Good go up and get the ball high pointed there by Jones.
Yeah, great interception by Jones. You know, they handed it off, and I tell you, I really felt like he could have picked up a few yardage, but he was destined to throw the ball. Left-handed passer there, so didn't expect that. But as he threw it back across the field, Jones seen it, jumped up, climbed the ladder, and brought it down with him. So picked up a few yards on the return as well. So now it's going to be Branford Buccaneer ball. Looks like they're going to be back deep around the 10-yard line.
Going to set the Buccaneers up around their own 25-yard line as they call it down for the touchback there. Good interception by Jones. The touchback able to get the Buccaneers out of the end zone a little bit more, give quarterback Trent Land and running back T.C. Smith a little more room. Almost wondering, are the Bucs going to try and take the top off here on first down?
Yeah, I think it's time we add a little pressure to them on this one. Limit our mistakes and keep moving the ball down the field. Looks like we're going to take another timeout for water break on the field. We would like to thank the Branford Quarterback Club for being a great partnership here with us on River Country Sports. They do a great job. And if you're ever looking to help out, to be a part of something, they do a lot of things for the community, a lot of things for the Branford Buccaneers. Or if you would like to donate, you can reach out to the Branford Quarterback Club just to be a part of that great program. So we appreciate everything they do for us here at rivercountrysports.com.
Now tell us a little bit about what the Quarterback Club does, because I mean they play a big factor in supporting the Buccaneers right here on the field tonight.
They do. I mean, they do a great job getting out, making sure that the community is involved in this program. As you look around the stadium, you see we were able to get a brand new scoreboard last year. This year they were able to get a nice cover to put over it. But then you see the amount of support that they have here in the stadium. All these local, really from all around our area, different companies that support Branford Buccaneer football.
Smith there takes the ball up the middle and able to pick up about 4 yards. Going to bring up 2nd down and 6 for the Buccaneers tonight. Still staying on the ground with the ball, relying on the running backs to get it done here for the Buccaneers. Still waiting on the ball to be caught by Vaught there on one of the sides. I mean, he could cut across the middle. We just want a long pass out of quarterback Trent Land to take it to the air.
Yeah, I would like. Can we get Coach in on these headsets and see if he'll let us make a couple play calls? We want to see one deep down the sideline. Some of that action we were cheering on last week.
It's actually made the game start to go by a little quicker as we see 4 minutes, 57 seconds left to go as quarterback Trent Land tries to take the ball around to the left side, pick up about 1 on the play.
Yeah, it's going to bring us to a 3rd down, about 3 yards to go from the 34-yard line. Yeah, but as you said, it's making this game fly by tonight. Almost under 4 minutes left in the 3rd quarter already. Doesn't feel like we even left from this area of the field so far.
Quarterback Land looking for a call from the sideline. And he gets the play call in, but he snaps it and hands it off there to the left side to Smith. Smith has room. Smith around the left side. Smith, the speedster, down to the left side, all the way down and brought down around the 54-yard line there. Looks like the 54-yard line for the Buccaneers.
I tell you, we've seen Smith, we talked about earlier, him keeping his feet up underneath him, talking about him running it right up the middle, and each time he gets hit, he's bringing it for another 3, another 4 yards right down their throat. But, we've been able to see him hit these sidelines a couple times, and you don't realize just by watching him up the middle how much speed he has. But when he gets to the outside and turns it on, he is gone.
Smith really able to turn it on like right there, like you said. As we see, once again, receivers Jones and Vaught there out to the right side. With Smith really doing a lot of the work for the Buccaneers on the ground tonight. I mean, quarterback Trent Land getting just as much of that work, keeping it himself. As we see the ball handed off there to Smith, brought down after a short gain.
Yeah, that's going to bring us to second down, around 9 yards to go. With your score, Bucks 14, Bulldogs 7, just outside of 3 minutes left in the third quarter.
As Land back in the shotgun position, stacked behind him deep there, and he's looking to take it to the air. That's the long pass we were looking for. And Vaught there, it was caught by Vaught, but he was pulled on by the Bulldog defender, but the ball is all the way down to the 17-yard line. It's going to bring up first down for the Buccaneers, just inside of the Roundtree Moore Chevrolet red zone.
Yeah, and as we seen the ref running down there, I believe he wanted to throw a flag on that one until he realized a Vault came down with the ball. Great catch. Way to keep his eyes back there on the ball while he was being pulled on from the defender.
That's the throw and catch we've been looking for all night, as we've seen quarterback Land connect to Vaught there, and he looks to throw it outside to Jones there, and Jones pulled out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. Not much leeway there by the referees, as Jones is continually pulled on while he's out of bounds.
Yeah, that brings us down to a great field position down to, looks like we're just around the 6-yard line.
Not only all the way down to the 6-yard line, but down to about 2 minutes, 40 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Game moving right along as the clock's not able to stop much with the explosiveness of T.C. Smith running the ball. Quarterback Land in the shotgun position. Smith to his right. Quarterback's going to keep it himself. Look to do it on the ground as he pushes back up the middle. Going to bring it all the way down with a gain of about 5 on the play to the 1-yard line. Buccaneers still looking to put more points on the board here with 2 minutes, 20 seconds left to go in your third quarter.
It kind of looks like this is the game that we're playing tonight. Just kind of making sure that we're steady taking it down the field, continuing to keep the lead and to eat the clock up tonight.
Going to bring it down all the way to the Bulldog 1-yard line. As Land looks to take it there. Brought up short of the goal line again. Going to bring up third down on the play for the Buccaneers, as they're still looking to put the ball in the end zone tonight.
Yeah, we do have a score update for Lafayette County Hornets and Hamilton County. It's halftime over there. It looks like Lafayette is up 40-14 at the half over Hamilton County. Then also it's halftime in Madison County, where the score is still 28-14, Madison over the Swanee Bulldogs.
As Land looks to keep it himself there and jump over the top as he walks in, standing up for a Buccaneer touchdown. That's Land putting 6 on the board for the Bucks.
Yeah, and I tell you, I thought he was going to jump right over, but he was able to jump and just put that ball out, stretch it out to break the plane to give him 6.
That's 6 more points on the board as we look to go for the extra point tonight. Number 20, J.C. Corrado, looking to kick it away into the field goal. The extra point for their Buccaneers. Lined up, held by number 0, Vaught. And the kick is up. And it's good.
I tell you, he's done a great job. He's 3 for 3 so far tonight on extra points, making your score 21 Bucks, 7 Bulldogs.
And we're going to cut to a quick commercial break, but we'll be right back here live on rivercountrysports.com. And we're back here live on rivercountrysports.com, where we just seen quarterback Trent Land taking himself into the end zone to put 6 more points on the board, backed up by the extra point, J.C. Corrado there. As the kick goes underway by Lopez, they're off to the left side, and it's going to go out of bounds around the 15-yard line.
Yes, we've seen a lot of things from Bell off this last drive. You know, all being able to bring it all the way down to close to making a touchdown. You know, we did have the interception, which took a little bit of that momentum away from them. But able to see if they're able to have the same type of success that they had on this last drive. Really, the last drive was the best drive we've seen so far tonight from the Bulldogs. Able to connect on some of those passes, had a little bit more time back in the pocket. So really looking for this Branford Buccaneer defensive line to continue putting that pressure on the quarterback, not giving him the time to make those passes.
Buccaneers looking to stop them with 1 minute and 9 seconds left to go right here in the third quarter. Ball's on the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Dogs. Quarterback looks to keep it himself. That's a new quarterback. Jordan Spears in there. Direct snap to Spears as he picks up about 3 yards on the play. Going to bring up 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, he hit that hole with some force. You know, actually a pretty quick runner there. We haven't seen him with the ball yet so far tonight at quarterback. So see if they continue to stay with him.
Looks like giving quarterback R.J. Leffler a rest there as number 4, Jordan Spears, takes it snap as the quarterback position, and he hands it off there to the right side. That's Devon. That's Eli Vaughn there for the Dogs tonight.
Yeah, looks like they're going to pick up about 4 more yards. That's going to give them 3rd down. Looks like about 3rd down and 1 yard to go. Couple good plays to start this drive for the Bell Bulldogs. That is going to bring us to the end of the third quarter. So into the third quarter with your score, Branford Buccaneers 21, Bell Bulldogs 7.
We'll be right back here for more live action in the fourth quarter on rivercountrysports.com.
You were there at the beginning. You stood behind me, guiding me through good times and bad, teaching me lessons I wouldn't appreciate until later, preparing me for the day when you couldn't be here. What you've given me, I'll carry wherever I go. And because of your planning, I know I'll go far.
Set your family up for life. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance. Your friends for life.
Farm Bureau Insurance, serving Florida for over 70 years. In Suwannee County, you'll find Farm Bureau in Branford and in Live Oak. In Branford on Drain Street, phone 935-1274. And in Live Oak on Dowling Avenue, call 362-1274. Real service, real people, Farm Bureau Insurance.
And we're back here live on rivercountrysports.com. Entering into the fourth quarter tonight, we've seen a lot of third quarter action as we've seen the Bucks put 7 more points on the board here. Entering into tonight, we've got on offense tonight.
Yes, we've got the Bell Bulldogs are back. They're down with third down, got 1 yard to go. Trying to keep this going here. Seeing them come off of a great drive, their last possession. Seeing if they're able to come back and to stay in this game tonight.
As quarterback there on the left side, and he's looked to be hawked down, and he's brought down, drops the ball. That's Leffler back in. First play that Leffler's back in. Big loss there for the Bulldogs. It's going to back them up, and what's it going to bring up for us?
Yeah, so that was a botched snap, and really so on third down. I mean, they were close to getting the first down there. Really put them for a loss. That's going to force them to bring out the punting unit on fourth down for the Bell Bulldogs. Great job by Branford Buccaneers just getting in there, and as soon as he was able to pick up the ball, they were on him and sacked him for a loss.
Punt unit there coming out for the Bulldogs as we've got back deep. That's number 8, Trip Schultz, along with number 0, Reese Vaught. As he kicks it off, a little longer kick this time as the ball bounces. And it's picked up there around the 34-yard line.
Yeah, we watched Tripp kind of contain himself there. He likes those punts that have a little bounce to them, running up quick and grabbing them. They just watched it roll on that one.
Try to stay away there, but going to put the Buccaneers in good field position, starting on the 34-yard line.
Yeah.
First and 10.
Yeah, so just inside 11 minutes left in the ball game. So let's see if they kind of eat away the clock here like they've done. And with the way the game's going, I don't know that there's any reason just to go right down and try and score if they can continue to pound it right down the field the way that they've done so far tonight. It's working for them as they're up 21-7.
We've seen T.C. Smith get a lot of action tonight, but as we see quarterback Trent Land go long across the middle to Jones. Jones pulled on. Is he going to throw the flag? And he's not. Jones pulled on there, not able to get to the ball as it's thrown across the middle from Jones. But we've seen running back Carson Capella, number 28, enter into the game. So we're going to see if he tries to tote the rock a little bit for the Buccaneers. Going to bring up second down and 10 right here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Jones really had him beat deep on the inside there. Ball was thrown just a little bit over him, but felt like if he didn't have that little tug, he may would have had a better opportunity to make the play.
Jones set himself up there by beating both defenders down deep, beat the defensive back as the ball is handed off there, but it's going to be blown dead by the referee. Going to back him up 5. The Buccaneers. False start there.
Yeah, it did have a little bit of movement on the line as they were trying to get the ball off, and looks like they were going to hand it off on that one, but we'll see as they reset back 5 yards deep. It's going to bring it to second down and 15 yards to go.
Second and 15 for the Bulldogs tonight. Next week, we're going to see the Buccaneers actually on the road against Oak Hall, where Kenny Burt, their announcer over the Buccaneers Stadium, is going to be bringing to you all the live action on rivercountrysports.com. But as the ball is thrown there to Vaught as he's tripped up down to about the 35-yard line.
Yeah, it's going to be a pickup of around 6 yards on the play. Going to bring us to 3rd and 9 on the field for Branford Buccaneers. Let's see what Coach draws up on the field this time. Trent Land back.
Laying there in the shotgun formation, but he's going to fake it again, but to Vaught, just over Vaught's head. Look for that pump fake and throw there. Yeah. Almost caught by Vaught.
Yeah, and quarterback Trent Land put that one on a rope. You'd like to see him get a little bit of air under that. Let Reese Vaught run and grab it out the air, but he put that one on a rope. Just let him out a little bit too far. That's going to force the Buccaneers to punt as they're back deep in their own territory.
That's Lopez looking to punt it away. First time, first punt of the night, and he gets a decent bounce there. Ball is going to be touched. Tried to get the same thing that they got last week out of the punt there, pushing a player, trying to push him into the ball. We seen last week that actually worked for the Buccaneers as Jesse Norris there for the Buccaneers able to push the defender into the ball and get it back for the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
Not able to see that work there for tonight for the Buccaneers, though.
No, and really, we wasn't sure that we would see the punter be able to take the field tonight, as the Bucs have done a great job being able to march it down the field each time they've had the ball. But had to punt it away on that one after a couple incomplete passes and a couple hard penalties again. It's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Bell Bulldogs. They're going to be on their own 29-yard line. Right at 9 minutes left in the ball game with your score, Branford Buccaneers 21, Bell Bulldogs 7.
Quarterback Leffler back in the shotgun formation tonight for the Bulldogs as he hands the ball off there to the left side. That's Williams, Landon Williams there on the play.
Yeah, it's going to be 2nd down and 4. So, nice little pickup there for Bell Bulldogs. 2nd down and 4 from, looks like, around the 35-yard line.
Actually, we've got a saxophone player right here in the stands for the Buccaneers tonight as the Bulldogs approach the line again. And he hands it away there to the right side, and the Bulldog running back able to pick up some room. That's Williams again there around to the left side. Finally brought down by Capella, along with Schultz there on the play. A lot of yardage picked up there by the running back for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, took a couple hard hits as he cut back across the middle and was able to shake off a couple defenders and pick up some extra yards. Probably one of the best yardage pickups we've seen on the ground so far for the Bell Bulldogs tonight. That's going to put them right at midfield, right on the 50-yard line as it brings up 1st and 10 for the Bell Bulldogs.
Bulldogs looking to put more points on the board here tonight as they're starting to drive down the field a little bit. 7 minutes, 53 seconds left to go in the 4th quarter. Branford Buccaneers Stadium, they bring a guy in motion as Williams has handed the ball again, but he's shut down this time. There's a flag on the play. I believe it may be for a face mask on the Buccaneers, but we're going to see what the call is. It is. It's going to be a face mask on the Buccaneers. Going to move them forward, moving those Bulldogs forward. Don't let the Bulldogs get hot here tonight in Branford Buccaneers Stadium. Going to bring them all the way down to about the 39-yard line in Branford Buccaneer territory.
Yeah, and this is where we've seen them. Yeah, when we keep them on their side of the field, it seems like we continue to keep the pressure on them. But each time they've made it across the 50-yard line, it's when they started putting pressure on us tonight. So look to see if this defense can step up and stop it and get the ball back to the Branford Buccaneers.
Down to the 39-yard line. 1st down for the Bulldogs tonight. As quarterback Leffler looks to throw it, and he's going to throw it deep. And it's almost intercepted there by the safety of Capella, and it just bounces right off of his hands.
Man, perfect opportunity to make a pick right there. That'd have been a great opportunity to regain the momentum in this ball game. Just was not able to come down with it, and ball was thrown right to him tonight.
Just not enough there by 28 Capella for the Buccaneers, but it's going to bring up 2nd down there for the Bulldogs. 2nd down and 10. 7 minutes, 7 seconds left to go here in the 4th quarter of Branford Buccaneers Stadium. 2 running backs in the backfield beside quarterback Leffler, and he's going to hand it off there to the left side to Williams. Williams brought down after a gain of about 5 yards on the play, right around to the 34-yard line. brought down by a crew of Buccaneer defenders there.
Yeah, and that's really where they've had a lot of their success here lately, running the ball. They've been able to pick up some great yardage with each play. Yeah, so that's going to bring up third down, around 4 yards to go to get the first down for the Bell Bulldogs tonight.
It's going to be third down right here in Branford Buccaneers Stadium. Bulldogs still trying to get things going right here with 7 points on the board tonight as they keep handing the ball off up the middle. Gain on the play. We're going to see looks like going to be just short of the first down. Flag thrown on the field. Looking for the call.
Yeah, flag came in late on that one as a couple of the guys had a big pile right there in the middle.
Going to be a personal foul there against the Dogs. You're going to back them up 15 yards.
Yeah, I guarantee you their coach isn't too happy about that one. All the way down to it would have been really right at a first down or maybe 4th and inches, but that's gonna back them up quite a bit. It's gonna bring them back to looks like it's gonna be give them 15 yards to go. They're gonna go ahead and call a timeout.
About 6 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. But if you would, join us right here for the Welborn Cornbread Festival. This is an annual event held in Welborn, Florida. This year's festival is scheduled for November 1st, featuring a blueberry pancake breakfast, cornbread and chili cook-off, arts and crafts vendors, live music, children's activities, food vendors, and a cornhole tournament. Admission to this festival, I don't know if you heard, but the admission's actually free. So go get you some blueberry pancakes, cornbread, join in on that chili cook-off right there at hosted by the Welborn Community Association. They support the local residents in need. Join them right there on November 1st for the Welborn Cornbread Festival.
Yeah, talk about a great time, man. We're having a great time here at Branford Buccaneer Stadium, and we've got ourselves a ball game. You know, we've seen Bell kind of get the momentum, start moving the ball, but each time they do that, they seem to kick themselves in their own. Each time they get a penalty and back the ball up. So here they're going to have it third down and 15 yards to go for the Bell Bulldogs. See if they try and throw it again right here.
Dogs with the ball. It's going to be a reverse. That's a reverse there, but he's going to be ran down and brought down by Vaught. Good run down there by Vaught, able to get off of the block and bring down number 17 of Jackson Philman. Their sophomore for the Bulldogs tonight. It's going to bring up 4th down and 13 to go for the Bulldogs on the 42-yard line. Are the Dogs going to go for it?
Yeah, it looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field tonight.
Are we going to see quarterback Leffler go deep with it, try and take it to the air again tonight? That's receiver Eli Vaughn out wide. And he looks to throw to the left side to his receiver. But look at there. It's intercepted and caught by Vaught there by the Buccaneers. All the way down to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, one thing we've noticed from their quarterback, he eyes right away who he's going to throw it to, and he don't take his eyes off of him the whole time. So you can, if you pay attention to him in the back, you know right where he's going. And our defensive backs have done a great job with that tonight, picking up, having a heads-up play, and being able to get up underneath the ball and pick it off.
Way to go up and catch the ball there for the interception tonight. That was over number 17 of Jackson Philman for the Bulldogs, as it's going to bring the Buccaneers offense back onto the field right around the 11-yard line. That is quarterback Trent Land looking to get things going again, potentially scoring one more time for the Buccaneers with 5 minutes to go left in the fourth quarter. Your Buccaneers up 21-7 over the Bell Bulldogs.
Yeah, let's look and see what they call up here. Hard to believe we're down to just 5 minutes left in this ball game. looks like they are going to call a timeout on the field before we get this drive started.
But right after this timeout, we'll be right back here live on rivercountrysports.com. And we're back here live on River Country Sports, where right before the break, we seen defensive back of the Branford Buccaneers, number 0, Reese Vaught, able to go up and come down with the interception there, able to climb that ladder like we talked about earlier, by number 7, Arcavian Jones, who also got an interception on the night. It's Pick City down here in Branford Buccaneers Stadium as quarterback Trent Land sets the stage one more time, hopefully, for the Branford Buccaneers with 5 minutes left to go as quarterback keeps it himself with space around to the left side, still going with more room. And it's going to be all the way down to about the 31-yard line. Land gets back up, ready to do it again.
Yeah, had a lot of room over here on this left side. First time tonight we were really able to see him really open it up and pick up some extra yardage as he's been fighting for those hard-fought 1 and 2 yards. He was able to bring it out as he gets hit out of bounds right at the 30-yard line.
Going to bring the ball down to the 30-yard line for the Buccaneers here tonight. Pickup of about 20 yards there on the play for Land on the ground as 8 goes in motion, but the ball is handed off to Smith there. Smith looking to go outside, but brought down by a couple of Bulldog defenders.
Yeah, this Bulldog defense still seems to have just a little bit of bite left to them tonight. So, run up the middle may not get it done. We, you see the success that we've had right there with Trent hitting that outside. I'd like to see him go deep one time as the clock is running down just inside 4 minutes left in the ball game.
Land back in the shotgun formation. 2 backs deep. That's Capelia to his right, and back behind him, Smith. Smith out to the left side, but he's going to hand it off to Capelia. Capelia there, good pickup of about 4 yards there on the play. Just short of the first down there. Going to bring up 3rd and 1 for the Buccaneers.
Yeah, as we continue to eat up that clock, that 21-7. Score's looking pretty good, but with almost 3 minutes left, we'd like to see if the Branford Buccaneers can get some points out of this drive.
Two receivers here on the home side for Branford Buccaneers as quarterback Trent Land looks to take it again himself as he's going to take it, and he's going to take a shot there, but brought down around the 43-yard line.
Yeah, that's one thing I'll say about the Bell Bulldogs tonight. They have been a physical team, and we've watched quarterback Trent Land run it several times, and we've talked earlier about he's not one that's going to slide or just run out of bounds, but they've put some hard hits on him tonight. I believe he's going to wake up probably a little sore in the morning, I'd imagine.
Little sore for sure, as he's been trying to do it on the ground by himself. We've only seen him take it to the air a couple times, maybe 1 or 2 times there on the night for the Buccaneers long passes. But what are we going to see? We're going to see another long pass there to the right side for Vaught. Good throw and catch, and it's caught by Vaught. They're on the right side for the touchdown.
Man, I tell you what.
Touchdown, Buccaneers.
What a beautiful pass by your quarterback, Trent Land. On the money. That's one of those plays that we've seen last week time and time again. We were able to see that tonight on the money. Vaught running down full speed, and I tell you, they had no chance of catching him after that one.
It was caught by Vaught there. Vaught putting 6 on the board for the Bucs. What a play right here late in the fourth quarter. 2 minutes and 7 seconds left to go as the Bucs put 6 more on the board.
Yeah, it's really what we were looking to see this late in the ball game, right at 2 minutes left in the ball game. Looking to see if Coach would get aggressive there to try and get those extra points.
And the kick is up, and it's good.
Yeah,
That's J.C. Corrado. A lot of hype behind kicker J.C. Corrado, as he's been pretty accurate so far in the season.
And he is now, isn't he a freshman?
Freshman there for the Buccaneers.
Freshman kicker goes 4 for 4. And I tell you, in a game, especially when you're in those tight games, these extra points mean everything. It can cost you a close game. He's done a great job tonight, 4 for 4 in these extra points, and just doing a great job. Excited to have him here at the program here at Branford.
As we're going to see another kickoff by tonight's kicker and kicker of the Branford Buccaneers, David Lopez, number 54, looking to kick it away. 2 minutes, 7 seconds left to go in your fourth quarter, right here live on rivercountrysports.com. As Lopez kicks it away, that's deep into the left side. Looks to be returned there. And it's around to the left side. And he cuts it back up the middle. Tries to run the chute and almost takes down a guy. But who's it brought down by? That's your Buccaneer kicker. A flag thrown on the play. Brought down there by number 54, David Lopez. Flag thrown. We're going to see what it's for.
And I tell you, Lopez was one of those last ones as the return man had a lot of momentum running, had a lot of speed behind him. Lopez met him right there in the middle, brought him down around the 32-yard line.
Just inside 2 minutes left to go in your ball game tonight. Buccaneers over here excited on the sideline, as they should be, because a big play there by quarterback Trent Land and receiver Reese Vaught put another 6 points on the board.
Never really seen what that penalty was for. Looks like they hadn't moved the ball, still right there on the 32-yard line. That's where Bell's going to take it from. Gives them 1st and 10 from their own 32-yard line to see if they can make something just inside 2 minutes left in the ball game. See how aggressive they're going to be here.
As they toss it around to the left side. That's Keeley there for Fran Keeley, number 20 for the Bulldogs. They're around to the left side with the toss.
Yeah, got a lot of action going around our area here. We've got the Taylor County Bulldogs are up 48-6 over the Dixie County Bears. We've got another ball game going on. Madison County Cowboys are up 36-14 over the Suwannee Bulldogs. Couple good games going on there.
But as the Bulldogs take the line again here, just under 2 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter, and he's going to roll out to the right side. Ball's thrown up there, but it's going to be thrown out of bounds by quarterback Leffler. 1:45 left to go on your clock here tonight in Buccaneer Stadium.
Yeah, had great coverage by these defensive backs, and then had a lot of pressure on him in the backfield. We talked about when he gets pressure, he's not able to make those passes like he is when he has a little bit of time. So, great job. Just if we can keep this coverage going, keep the pressure on the quarterback, it's going to be hard for him to go down with 1 minute and 45 seconds and put some more points on the board.
Tonight's line for Branford able to do a good job on both sides of the ball, able to stop the Bulldog defenders from penetrating the line on the offensive side as well as the defensive side, putting a lot of pressure on that quarterback, not allowing him to do much. As he pitches it to the left side again to number 20, Frank Keeley, but he's brought down right there for a loss of yards on the play. Looks like by your kicker. That's number 54, David Lopez, in there on the stop for the Buccaneers.
That's something we haven't seen is Lopez in playing on defense. One thing Coach talked about in y'all's coaches show on Tuesday is the amount of size and work that Lopez has been putting in the offseason, been hitting the weight room hard, getting stronger, and he's become such a talented player that Coach wanted to give him some other opportunities on the field. Doing a great job as we see him go in and get that tackle.
And it's 4th down right here in Buccaneer Stadium as the clock winds down to about a minute left to go. What's the quarterback going to do? Is he's going to roll out to the right side, more pressure put on him, but he's brought down again. Looks like by number 58, Keaton Brown. Leffler brought down by Keaton Brown.
Yeah, had several defensive players back there ready to wrap him up as Keaton Brown met him right there through the hole, stopping him on 4th down. That's going to be a turnover on downs, giving it back to the Branford Buccaneers just inside 1 minute. We've got 56 seconds left in the ball game. Your score 28 Bucks, Bulldogs 7. What is it? Is Coach just going to let the time run out here? Is he going to try and get aggressive and throw one down at the end zone? What do you think?
I don't believe that he'll try and take a shot down to the end zone just to put a cherry on top of the play. I believe that he'll just kind of let the clock run out, either taking a knee or just snapping in a short run up the middle.
Yeah, I tell you, we've seen them make some great plays and really keep themselves at a distance in this ball game. So.
And quarterback Trent Land is going to be back in the shotgun position and take a knee tonight as they let the clock wind down. 45 seconds left to go. It's going to back the Buccaneers up as the clock continues to wind.
Yeah, it looks like the coaching staff and some of the players just congratulating them. Just what we seen was a pretty tight ball game for a little bit, and felt like that Bell was going to keep themselves in this game. And as soon as Branford could kind of get some of those penalties behind them, get some momentum back, they have not looked back.
Branford Buccaneers doing it one last time here as the clock is going to wind down just under 10 seconds. And that's going to be the game here tonight. Your Branford Buccaneers 28, Bell Bulldogs 7. Got their revenge from last year where the Bulldogs were actually able to beat the Buccaneers. But we see that reverse here tonight. A lot of good action by quarterback Trent Land, along with the other players and running backs and receivers, and defense as well for the Buccaneers. We're going to be right back here live for a post-game wrap-up on rivercountrysports.com.
This is Jeff Mosley
And this is Lance McCray.
at Roundtree Moore Chevrolet.
Yep, Jeff likes football so much, he thinks it's a good idea to play football while he's playing golf.
We both think football is the most important sport ever made.
Yes, it is. Jeff and I both agree, and we can both agree on that since we both played football.
Yes, it is, Lance. Go get them, boys, and hope to see you down at the store.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Van Carpet One. For 78 years, we've been your local family-owned and operated floor covering store, and we can't wait to serve you. Let's go check out some of the stuff we've got and say hey to the guys.
Hey guys, this is Michael Van here at Van Carpet One. Wanted to show you our huge display of carpet. Got about 1,000 rolls for you that we can order. We also keep about 100 in stock that are on clearance, so please come down and give us a visit. We appreciate it.
Come in and see the largest tile collection in North Florida. Van Carpet One has every tile you could possibly imagine. If you can't find it here, they don't make it. Guys, take a look at this. This is just some of our options in waterproof vinyl plank, where we have the largest selection anywhere around here, including over 70 pallets in stock, ready to go right now. Come in and see our fantastic selection of elegant hardwood too, followed up by fantastic service that you expect from a company like Van Carpet One.
Come on in and see us.
We can't wait to serve you. And that's a boom shakalaka.
It's rodeo time in Live Oak, the 5th annual Swanee River Roundup Pro Rodeo, October 17th and 18th at the Bob Holmes Covered Arena at the fairground. Bull riding, bronc riding, barrel racing, roping, steer wrestling. Tickets at the gate, adults just $10, 12 and under $5. The Swanee River Roundup Pro Rodeo, presented by Pilgrims and sponsored by Visit Swanee County. Friday and Saturday, October 17th and 18th. Live streamed on the 18th at rivercountrysports.com. Don't miss the rodeo. For more, visit SwaneeParks.com.
And we're back here live on River Country Sports, where we just seen your Branford Buccaneers take down the Bell Bulldogs with a final score of 27-8, 27-7. Tell us a little bit about what you've seen out of the highlights of tonight's game.
I take, the scoreboard really reflects what we've seen in the first half. Branford came in, just dominated the game, and what we thought was the end of the half, we had a surprising call on the field where the refs called Branford back as they were going into the locker room and put them back on the field, and gave them a 15-second runoff to be able to go and make some plays. Had a couple big penalties within that short amount of time, which gave Bell the opportunity to go down, throw a touchdown as we went into half. As they come back out, they still continue to carry some momentum. As they come back out, surprisingly, kicking an onside kick and recovering that kick, as they were able to go down, gave them a chance there all of a sudden to come back and tie up the game. That's when we've seen Branford really step up and be able to say not in our house and regain control of this game. And I tell you, they never looked back after that as they go and put 28 points on the board, scored a couple more touchdowns. That was 14 unanswered points in the second half by the Branford Buccaneers. And Bulldogs really just wasn't able to do a whole lot. We've seen a lot of those deep throws by their quarterback, but just really got a lot of airtime in them, which allowed our defenders to come and to play aggressive and to get a couple of those interceptions that we've seen tonight. Chances where they had to really, put some points on the board.
Right, a lot of good plays here by the Buccaneers. We've seen the Bulldogs not able to move it along down the field as much as the Buccaneers were. A lot of good throws and runs, really. I mean, we've seen the Buccaneers take up a lot of time off of the clock just by running the ball. But, yeah, we want to also cut to a short break, and we'll be right back here live on rivercountrysports.com.
You were there at the beginning. You stood behind me, guiding me through good times and bad, teaching me lessons I wouldn't appreciate until later, preparing me for the day when you couldn't be here. What you've given me, I'll carry wherever I go. And because of your planning, I know I'll go far.
Set your family up for life. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance. Your friends for life.
Farm Bureau Insurance, serving Florida for over 70 years. In Suwannee County, you'll find Farm Bureau in Branford and in Live Oak. In Branford on Drain Street, phone 935-1274. And in Live Oak on Dowling Avenue, call 362-1274. Real service, real people, Farm Bureau Insurance.
This is Jeff Mosley
And this is Lance McCray.
at Roundtree Moore Chevrolet.
Yep, Jeff likes football so much, he thinks it's a good idea to play football while he's playing golf.
We both think football is the most important sport ever made.
Yes, it is. Jeff and I both agree, and we can both agree on that since we both played football.
Yes, it is, Lance. Go get them, boys, and hope to see you down at the store.
From the heart of Suwannee County, it's River Country Sports, your exclusive home for local high school sports, live events, and all the hometown action you care about. Catch every touchdown, buzzer beater, and big play, streaming live and on demand at rivercountrysports.com. Proudly supporting all of Suwannee County, this is River Country Sports, your teams, your town, your stream.
And we're back here live on River Country Sports, where we just seen your Branford Buccaneers take down the Bell Bulldogs tonight.
That's right, with your score of 28-7. Impressive win for them tonight. We would like to thank all of our sponsors for making this program here at rivercountrysports.com possible. We'd like to thank you to our scoreboard sponsor, Summers Home Furniture. Also, we'd like to thank Van Carpet One, Roundtree Moore Chevrolet, Suwannee County School System, and Farm Bureau in Live Oak and in Branford, and then also the Branford Quarterback Club for being a great partnership with us here at River Country Sports.
Tonight, I'm your host, Jackson Jones, and I want to thank my co-host, Stephen Jones, your producer tonight, Rivers Martinez, and your camera operator, Anthony Woolsey. Don't forget about the Cornbread Festival there in Welborn, Florida on November the 1st. Make sure to join them out there for a good time of fellowship that day. And we will see you right back here next Friday on rivercountrysports.com. Join us for the away game, but make sure before that on Tuesday night to watch right here live on River Country Sports for the Coaches Show, where I'll review this game along with next week's game against Oak Hall with Coach Tim Clark there. So join us 7:30 live next Friday in Oak Hall. We'll see you right back here next time on rivercountrysports.com.